Hello and welcome. I'd like to begin, before we get into our chakra session, with a little bit of our introduction to the red thread circle and really take this opportunity to give yourself permission to leave behind what you were just doing and to spend the next hour or so creating and really diving deep and contemplating what might come up for you. So if you can just take a moment and close your eyes, bring your awareness down into your heart, and just imagine that from your heart space, there are these red threads coming out from your heart, and they're reaching out to everyone else who is on this call, watching this video, in the Smashbook community. These threads of love, of unconditional love, going out to each person, connecting us all, heart to heart, creating this vast web of interconnectedness. And then taking that even beyond to each one of us, our families, our communities, our countries, this web spreading out all over the world, enveloping the world in love, compassion, kindness, caring, all unconditional, all transcending all that is on this earth. Sending out those heartstrings to us all. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and we'll begin. Thank you. Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm Lori Ingram. Today I'm going to take you on a bit of a colorful chakra journey in the spirit of the Cosmic Smashbook process, to learn more about where we are from a well-being perspective and what might need some of our own attention. But to begin, I just want to take a moment, speak a little bit about Cosmic Smashbooking and me. Apologize in advance, I'm getting over a cold, so occasionally a little cough ekes out, but hopefully that won't happen here. So I discovered Cosmic Smashbooking a few years ago and found that it was the perfect intersection for me of my creative spiritual practices of contemplation, self-exploration, and fun. And was really thrilled to have the opportunity to become a Cosmic Smashbook guide and enter that wonderful community of people in this, the world that Kat Geller has created. So when I approach Cosmic Smashbooking, to me it is a sacred process. It's an opportunity for sacred creativity, for us to connect not only with our inner wisdom, but also with the divine, our muse, or whatever that might mean for you. And we're doing so in a place of no rules, really. There's a process that I'll take you through, but it's really about your own opportunity to play and be curious and open to whatever messages you may get. It's great practice for intuition as well. So there are no rules. The inner critic is taking the afternoon off. We appreciate the inner critic sometimes, but for this, it's really just about having fun. And if you're new to Cosmic Smashbooking, it's really about taking a basic book like this and making it into a sacred portal. A sacred portal where we create and we explore and all sorts of things emerge for us in process. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I do have some videos out there explaining a bit about my journey. On my website, I also have access to many of the 1-hour sessions that I have taught, because I do have a free live session once a month, and then as you're watching the recording of the session, I actually record it separately and then offer that as well for purchase or rental. And I will be releasing in the next few weeks, this is November, an actual online course of creating an entire book. So if you're interested in creating a book, if you don't already have one, that's a great opportunity to go through the whole process of creating a book, from starting it, all the base pages, and then you have a book you can work in. So if you don't have a book, any piece of paper works. Doesn't have to be fancy. Could be a bag, brown bag. Just have something that you don't mind writing on and painting or collaging, and it's whatever supplies you have available to you. There's nothing special that you need. I often keep food labels or things that I see in the mail that may have interesting words or images on them, and I keep them in a pile to use in my Smashbook. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and my newsletter, this is a great opportunity as well to do that. And now I'm going to shift a bit. I want to just spend a few minutes talking about chakras so that we're all coming from kind of a common place of understanding, very basics. And then we'll go into a bit of a visualization, intuitive process before we actually work in our Smashbook and see what emerges. So on to chakras. So because I'm actually recording this prior to the actual Zoom meeting, I'm going to speak for a bit about chakras, and then I'm actually going to just share pictures of a couple of items. And I will also give you in the notes to this video access to, if you'd like to download those documents. They are available as a free download. So I'll send you the links to those as well, because they're a good reference to have. It's very kind of introductory chakra work. So the chakras are energy centers, and we have a lot of them. But typically in the West, we talk about the 7 major chakra energy systems, and they really all bring together, when they're in balance and harmony and flowing, an overall sense of well-being. They start with the root chakra, which is at the base of our spine, which is often the color red, and is all about our survival, having our basic needs met. When our root chakra is balanced, we feel very safe. We feel like everything's good. I have no worries about food, shelter, income. And when it's out of balance, we can feel a bit unsafe or untethered, or just feeling like I don't know where the next meal might be coming from, and it's kind of an unsettling feeling when we're ungrounded like that. So in our chakra system, which goes up and down our body, it really starts with the root. And if you think about when you were a child, right, your basic needs were being met when you were a baby. So as children, that root chakra, having a good state, good secure upbringing can really be reflected in your root chakra. And if you were in a situation where perhaps things weren't quite as safe, you may have some root chakra opportunities there for balancing, as well as just things that happen in our lives, whether traumatic or not. We're in opportunities to balance that root chakra. And as we move up, the orange area, also called the sacral chakra, which is a few inches below our belly button, is a place of creativity. So after you feel safe, and after you feel that your basic needs are being taken care of, it's you move into creative mode. And then it's also the place of reproductive organs, But it really is that place of being very creative. And creative is art. Creative is a lot of things. We are always creating our lives. We are creating every moment of our day. So we are creators. We are always co-creating. So that is the sacral chakra, also orange. Moving up to the solar plexus, yellow. You know, this area here, the yellow and orange areas, are also where our emotions are. You know, that is where our feelings are. And really our identity as humans here on Earth. Being engaged in our lives on a daily basis really come into play there in the solar plexus area, and that's yellow. Our heart, which is love, transcendent love, not only for ourselves, but for others and for all sentient beings, is green at our heart space. It also connects the lower chakras with the higher chakras, which we'll go through in a moment. You know, and loving ourselves is where it starts. We start with ourselves and having that unconditional love. And then it extends out to others as well. Moving up to our throat, our throat chakra, which is blue. Are we able to speak our truth? Are we able to speak about what we need in life? Do the words come easily for us? You know, are we able to communicate effectively? Are we able to be heard? You know, this is the throat chakra here. And I think this is one area that in working with clients, I consistently see opportunities, even with myself, you know, to be verbal and to really speak up for ourselves in a kind and compassionate way. Our third eye, right between our eyebrows, which is purple, is our inner wisdom, our intuition as well. And that's where we can visualize our dreams. You know, try to imagine the life that we want. That's our third eye. And then our crown chakra, white, the top of our head, is also a place of connection to the divine, to our higher self. You know, that connection to all that is. And now the colors, the color of the rainbow, blue, purple, white are the colors I typically use. You can also see them as blue in kind of a blue, violet, and purple. There's a whole science behind the vibration of colors. And so the lower vibrations moving up into the higher vibrations. And this is all because we're energetic beings. So having these energy vortexes that work through our bodies, they spin clockwise, are other ways of connecting in. And creativity is one way. Creativity, journaling, is one way we can balance those chakras. We can also do it through movement, through chanting, through breath work, through yoga, through poses, through all sorts of different ways. But what I'm going to take you through today is a bit of a visualization of those chakras. I actually have a longer meditation video, which I will also share in the comments if you'd like to. I'm going to do part of it, which is an opportunity for us to just visualize through the chakras one by one and really get a sense of which of those chakras, which of those colors is really speaking to you for some assistance in balancing. You know, so this is an opportunity as well to learn a bit more about yourself. And then we'll see what emerges. So after this, I'm just going to show you the two of the graphics that you can download. Is included in that are some of the affirmations that you can use as well when you're working with each of the chakras, as well as crystals, as I do a lot of crystal work as well. So there are some crystal suggestions in there as well, but just some basic information for you to start that chakra journey if you are starting. So now that we have a little bit of just basic understanding about the chakras, I'm going to lead you through a bit of an intuitive guided visualization, kind of a meditation, but an opportunity for us to just drop in and go through each of those chakras and be open to what might emerge for us as we consider it. So considering the energy of each one. I invite you to just take this as an exercise to be curious. Take note of what might arise for you. What colors you might sense, or what colors you might feel really drawn to in particular, right? So that after I lead you through this, we will go through and do our journaling in our Smashbook. We'll follow it with a prayer, and then we'll cover it up with color, and we'll see what emerges. I'm just as curious to see what emerges for me as you may be for yourselves. So, okay. So I invite you to just take this opportunity to close your eyes for a moment, and wherever you may be seated, just feel yourself comfortably sitting in your chair, with your feet on the floor, connected to the earth. Feel yourself stable and grounded. Connecting in with the breath. Allowing yourself this opportunity to leave behind what you were just doing. And as you connect in with the breath in the present moment, imagine that as you're sitting at the base of your spine, there's this real sense of security and stability. You may even sense this red color. Connecting into the earth, connecting down your legs into the earth. And this is a place of connection to your material, wellness, stability, solidness, the most basic things that are keeping you alive are in this root chakra, the base of your spine. Just take a moment. Sensing into the I am energy. I am safe. I am secure energy of that chakra. And just notice what feelings emerge for you. Whatever they may be, there's no right or wrong. And then moving up to just a few inches below your navel, to your sacral chakra, where your feelings are, your creativity. It may have this orange glow to it. This is also where, as humans, our reproductive organs also are. And while that root chakra felt very grounded and almost hard and rock-like, you may feel that this chakra is a bit more watery and sensual, feelings and, this orangey, flowy color. So just feel into that for a moment. Where are you with your creativity? And this isn't just art. This is all like creating your life, creating your world. What is your relationship to creativity? And now moving up to our solar plexus, right around our navel, this yellow color. This is the doing, the action. This third chakra. This is all about being me. What you know, what you do, what you are. Notice how that feels. You know, it's usually a yellow color. But just notice, is it a strong yellow, perhaps a weak yellow? Is this an area of your well-being that perhaps is looking for a little bit of help, a little bit of a boost? And now moving up to our heart space, a transcendent love, which is green. That love for ourselves, that love for others. You know, it might feel very soft and transcendent. You know, while those lower chakras felt perhaps more action-oriented or movement-oriented, you know, your heart chakra might feel very light and open. This beautiful green color. Feel into this. The love that you have for yourself, the love you have for all sentient beings across the world. And then moving up into our throat, where we speak our truth. And it's usually a blue color. Can you express your emotions? Can you express what's in your heart comfortably? Notice if that seems a little bit difficult, or if your throat even feels a bit tight. Just notice what might arise for you there. And now moving up to our third eye, which can be purple, or it could be a blue-violet. This is what we see. This is our thinking mind. This is our imagination, our inner wisdom. This is where we really just imagine what it is we want in our lives. Are we able to do that? Are we able to visualize what we seek? This blue-violet. And then at the top of our head, our crown, it could be purple, a pure purple, or it could be white. This is our connection to the divine. This is our understanding that goes beyond our thinking mind. This is our connection to all that is. How is that feeling for you? You know, do you have that strong connection? Or perhaps this is an opportunity for you to learn more, seek more. And now I invite you to just imagine this rainbow of colors. The red at the base of your spine, the orange, the yellow, the green at your heart, the blue violet or purple, and then the white, the iridescent purple up here. And Just imagine those colors. And just notice what you do imagine. Do any of those colors stand out to you? Perhaps a color stands out to you that might be a bit stronger than others, or perhaps weaker than others. How do you feel with those colors? Remembering there's no right or wrong way to any of this. There is only what might be coming up for you. So you take a deep breath in, and then open your eyes. Let's just move into journaling what came up for you there. Whether it was a color that was particularly strong, or colors that were bright, vibrant, or perhaps weak, or perhaps something totally different. Well, here's an opportunity for us to journal in our books, so I'm going to be switching my camera. Okay, so now we're going to begin with, our journaling. And I'll share for me the two colors that were most predominant for me were purple, which I really sensed was my, not only my connection to my higher self and understanding of all that is, but also my being able to really vision my future. Those higher chakras, the two higher chakras. And then as well, the yellow area and orange, being able to have a firm identity, really being able to create in terms of that identity. And so those were kind of the colors that were coming up for me. So that is what I am going to journal on first, and then go from there.
that I've kind of written out what came up for me, I'm now going to write over it a prayer. All right. Now that I have my journaling and I have my prayer, the next step is I am going to cover this with some paint before I move into adding my colors. Okay, I am just going to cover this with some white gesso. I'm using an old credit card here. going to let this dry for a moment. Okay, so this is almost, it's not really covered, but it helped. So I've pulled out, for my paints, 4 colors. This is kind of yellow and orange, some purple, some white. And I'm just going to play with those colors and see where we go. So let me just put them on a lot of room here. Put them on my palette. And I'm just going to start painting. See what emerges here. And I think I need a better brush. There we go. As I'm doing this, I see that it's really what's a combination of the yellow and orange, those lower chakras that really seeking some attention, some affirmations, I think. Okay, and then as we get up here, it's really connecting some of that wisdom from above. Third eye wisdom. Really being able to envision what I can create of my life. Being clear, I think, on that vision as well. Purple. anchoring in up above my connection. So my connection's up here. It's the light, the divine energy up here. No, a little bit of yellow. Interesting how that yellow kind of creeped up in there. Okay. All right. And I'm feeling like I'm going to add some affirmations to this. And I think I'm going to write them on a separate piece of paper. A little sip of tea and grab a piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to start with a couple of sacral chakra ones, I think. All right, here we go. I am living a Okay. So I have a few sacral chakra ones there. I'm going to add in a few solar plexus, I think. I don't think this yellow is going to quite work. So stand in my power. I am strong. with ease and grace. I am worthy. Okay. Now I do a few for the third eye. I can bring my ideas into reality. I am open to inspiration. I have keen intuition and spiritual vision. Then I am connected to all. Okay, we'll start with those. All right. Now I'm just going to put these down. Okay, so I'm just putting, whoops, and there's Mariana, which is fine, into the, oh yeah, there's smearing a lot, because I have paint on my fingers. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I think that's where I'm ending up. I will let this sit for a while. May add to it. But this is where my chakra journey ended up. Really allowing myself to lean into who I am, my creativity, trust that that is connected to my intuitive vision, divinely orchestrated, and all is well. And I will add a picture of the finished page at the end. So thank you.
Okay, so that was interesting. Always is. I am going to share with you my finished page because, as usual, I usually let my pages sit overnight before I finish them. Um, so at the end of this, I will share a picture of what it ended up for me. And I look forward to hearing from you what may have arisen for you, and take a look at the notes I have in the bottom of other videos and other resources for you. Um, and I look forward to hearing from you all, or seeing you at another session sometime. So thank you all, and take good care.